the 1850s by farmers from the DeBerry area. And it was a huge farming area at the time. It had, and it finally grew to include a sawmill, a bathhouse, a hotel, wasn't motels back then, hotel, and 2 stores and a school. And it started selling for the 1850s. In 1887, the name was changed from Breckenridge Springs to Midyett Springs because of the store owner, Spencer Midyett, who was Marjorie Nugent's father. And back when they dedicated this first historical marker, did I give you all those pictures? Yeah. Marjorie was there and she donated the land for the marker. But people would come, it's a mineral spring, and people would come and stay in the boarding houses and all to drink the healing waters of the mineral springs. Anyway, there's a historical marker there. I want y'all to check it out. It's in Precinct 3 off of County Road 326. And several years ago, the old shed, we had to tear it down because it became unstable. As you see, here's another picture of it. And so Kay Martson and I, Kay is the president of the Panola County Historical Commission, we had been trying to find somebody to replace this gazebo. And we had estimates on it. We started with the school and everything. Finally, my nephew, Terry Hooper, y'all know Terry Hooper, he retired, and I happened to think of him, and I told Kay, I said, Kay, you know how long we've been working on this.
Yes, ma'am.
And I said, I think I found somebody, Terry Hooper. So I called Terry, and Terry said, Midyett Springs, what is Midyett Springs? You know, and so I told him, and he went out there and checked it out. And then he got very involved in it, and he's the one that built the new gazebo over it. But y'all check it out, it's on off of County Road 326. But there's another historical marker I want y'all to check out, and that is in Precinct 4. It's the International Boundary Marker. It's the only one that's left of the Texas boundary marker between the United States and the Republic of Texas. And it's found in Precinct 4 of Highway 31. And as far as I know, it's the only international boundary marker within the United States of America, because Texas was its own country. And the reason I wanted to cover this one, here's some pictures of it, is because I thought back to Joshua, the 3rd chapter, where God told Joshua to lead the people across the Jordan River into the Promised Land. Now the Jordan River was out of banks then. The Red Sea is not the only water that was parted. The Jordan River was. And the priests were to go in the middle of the Jordan River and stand with the ark until everybody got across. And then when they got across, choose 12 men, one from each of the tribes, and go back and get 12 stones. 12, by the way, stands for government in the Bible. 12 stones and build a memorial. And when they're on the other side, and when their children pass by and ask, what is this memorial for? Then they were to tell them. So I want y'all to check out the International Boundary Marker and remember that when the people wrote a Declaration of Independence from Texas, it was very similar to the United States. They copied or used Thomas Jefferson's Declaration of Independence to write our Declaration of Independence. And it was a war that was almost impossible to win because it was just a bunch of ragtag farmers and storekeepers, etc., that fought against the Mexican government, and they won the freedom for Texas to become its own country and its own governing rules. And when you go down there and check out this marker, remember that. On one side it's got RT and on the other side it's got US. Remember that, I heard Governor Abbott quote this week, real Texans don't back down from a fight. Real Texans don't run away from a fight. And we are here as conservatives. As conservatives, we need to get all the material we can on these voting, the propositions that we'll be voting on. Maybe get together and educate ourselves on it, and then inform our constituents what's in these propositions. Because real Texans don't back down from a fight. And we're here to keep Texas red. So when you go down there, I want each and every one of y'all to go down there and check out that historical marker. That granite stone, and tell your children, as God instructed Joshua to do, tell yourself, your children, and your grandchildren what that stone stands for. It stands for independent people that are conservatives, that believe in freedom, and believe in fighting for a cause, and not running away from a fight. And that's it.
Thank you. Well,
But y'all check out both of these historical markers. And when y'all come by a historical marker, stop and read it. Because that's the pioneer founders of this state. Thank you.
Thank you.
y'all know Miss Misty Nixon. She's the director for our state representative, Miss Joan Schaffner.
Yes, hi everyone.
Thank you, Misty, for coming.
Oh, thank you for having us. Well, Representative Schaffner is headed back to the district tonight because Commissioner Miller is going to be in Nacogdoches to promote the fundraiser for the Nacogdoches County Republican Women. But we're just waiting to see. She'll be leaving again to go back to Austin tomorrow for the session that is not currently happening due to there's not a quorum. So we're just waiting to see what happens there and waiting to see how the governor will proceed with the rest of the meetings. The speaker has set up a committee to help with the flood information and gathering of how we're going to help fix that system. And Joanne is going to be working on the Public Health Committee, and they will be focusing on the CBD bills from the previous session. So that's what's keeping Representative Schaffner busy while she's in Austin, and she looks forward to getting back to the district and coming to Panola County soon. She'll be here Saturday evening for the proclamation that's being held out at the Civic Center. So look forward to that meeting on Saturday evening. So thank you so much for having us, Ms. Joanne. Oh, yes, ma'am. You can try. I don't know if I'll know the answers, but I'll certainly try.
Some of the stuff I follow are kind of conspiracy theory people, so it's not, you got, like, unless you read it from 4 different conspiracy people, it may not be true. But supposedly 2 guys have come back, and they only need 4 more to come back to get a quorum. Do you know if that's true or not, or?
I don't know if that's
Okay.
accurate or not. I have not been informed of the numbers. I haven't spoken to the Austin office this morning because Representative Schaffner was en route back here, so.
Okay.
Well, I did see on the news walk how they do need 4 more.
Okay.
We do need 4 more, so 2 have come back, and that's
Okay.
okay. And then another thing I saw has to do with AI, which I know is nothing that we ever talk about, but I knew AI took up a whole lot of electricity, and these AI companies are supposed to be supplying their own electricity, but supposedly it takes up a whole lot of water too, and San Antonio has gone way in the hole in their water supplying AI. Is that a rumor, or is that?
I'll have to check on
They
that
want
one.
ours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
They
know
want
that
our
there's,
water.
And they want our water.
They want
yes.
our water.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
I know
think
that,
I read that in the paper.
yeah, I did read something about that as well. I don't know how accurate it is.
Okay.
But I know that there is a water dispute that's going on with the Sabine River Authority, Louisiana, and then Redtown LLC out of the Dallas area, just slightly north of us.
Yeah.
So those 2 water issues Representative Schaffner is aware of and working on currently.
Okay.
Yes, with other, I know Representative Harris and her are working closely on the one north of us, and we've just been brought into the Sabine River Authority, Louisiana, with a company out of Dallas is wanting to buy their water, and the residents of Sabine County are not happy. So working on that with them. So yes, ma'am. Well,
Okay.
I will try to find out some more about the AI for you.
Okay.
I got a
Oh,
question,
yes, sir.
inquiry.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people that I know think that what's going on in the state is publicity for both Republicans and Democrats. They would like to have a little bit of a timeline on why the Republican Party didn't anticipate what they knew were going to happen and try to shut it down beforehand and afterhand. I have no idea, but that's something that if people would put out there and explain, it would sure make a lot more people understand the situation other than think it's a publicity stuff from both parties. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying that's a big comments that are going on with some people.
Yes, I've heard those as well, and I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't more anticipated. Maybe it wasn't Austin, and it just didn't trickle its way down to the county.
Well, no, I'm talking about Austin. Why didn't the people in Austin, our representatives, anticipate this happening, and could they have taken action? And I think the politicians in Austin need to explain to everybody that they could or could not have taken the actions, could or could not have anticipated it, and why everybody's on playing catch up to try to get them back if there could have been something that could or could not have been done to prevent it. And I'm not saying there was, I'm just saying people are asking those questions, and I think they're valid questions.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't more anticipated. I know that there was rumblings at the Capitol that they would probably vacate the Capitol, but I don't know what could have been
No,
done.
I understand, I'm not asking you, I'm just saying
No.
that somebody from the state ought to be putting out a little bit of information about, hey, we couldn't do that, we couldn't anticipate, instead of letting all the conspiracy type theories go on out there about the fact that the Republicans are not doing
Where's
and
my
not taking
tinfoil
care
hat?
of business. That's right. So I'm just saying that's something that if somebody would address, it would sure ease some people's concerns or thoughts. You know?
Something that I've read that, like, last time they did this, they tweaked the laws a little bit where they could be arrested or something like that, but there's no teeth in it. Like the DPS can't go to Chicago and arrest
Sure they
people.
can. Sure they can, but don't be, I don't know what you're gonna do, just do it
I
if you're
know.
gonna do it.
Yeah. I don't know if
That
that's
wasn't
what-
aimed at you or
No,
Joanne.
I wasn't taking it as such. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, yes. I got one thing I want to say, y'all, we don't want to get our, like Charles Bailey talked about 2026. Now, I brought in this Trump 28 stuff, but we don't need to get occupied with that. They just think, I picked those up at the MAGA Mall when I went to the TRCCA convention in Georgetown, and they think that they'll move and we can raise a little money with them. So don't take that too serious. We just think maybe it'll get us some donations. So we have to concentrate on 26, because if we lose those midterms, everything's messed up. We can't get anything done. They'll be opening investigations against Trump, and you know what'll happen. The House will, and the Senate. So please keep that, get that square in your mind right. So let's just try to create some funds for the party. So that's all we're doing there. But with that said, thanks for everybody that's watching, everybody that's come. And we're going to continue on trying to get information out as we go along and keep this Republican Party moving in the right direction. Thank you.